Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the second episode of the three-part series. The first one has already been uploaded, so make sure to check it out because in that video I do go into detail why I am ranking the players the way that I am ranking them. And it's very important for you to know that, obviously I've played over 21,000 games so far, so I have some experience with the players that I'm about to rank. But still, please do let me know below in the comments if you agree or disagree with the ranks I'm going to be giving these super players today. And we only have 10 super players, but overall we're basically gonna see. I'm not gonna reveal anything, but it's gonna be an interesting one today. 10 players. We have terrible, mid, good, excellent, and GOAT. So let's see. Let's start off, guys, with Matsumoto, the bulldozer. So yeah, obviously Matsumoto is exploited in volleyball, as everyone knows, but he does lose quite a few balls because he touches the ball more than hammers. He is an improved version of the hammer, but this only means that he has like 5 more response and 5 more speed, a bit more skill as well. But I'm going to put him in the excellent rank because he's good, but he's not nowhere near like infallible in the sense that he's not perfect, of course, unlike other players in this list. Just you wait. So next up we have Faustinho, the marksman, guys. So Faustinho at the time was the GOAT by far. He was the best free kick taker. He was a super playmaker as well for the team. Unfortunately for him, times have changed and we've had a lot of new super players, golden players rather, that have basically sent him to the bench in most cases. Some people still play him. I'm going to put him in the good tier. I think he's good, but compared to players like Jones, Zivkovic, and other players, even Traore, I think he touches the ball a bit too much and he's nothing special, unfortunately, but he's still good to use in many positions. Always in the midfield though. No, never at the back, guys, and never in attack, unless that's your thing. But let's move on to Sabre, the jet. Now I am going to be grilled for this. The comments are going to cook me, but I think he's going to go in the good category. I would have placed him mid, given that Abubakar is so much superior, and the reason I place Sabre as just good, not excellent or not the GOAT, is because he is very clumsy. He is the improved version of the speedster. He has great speed, a great shot as well, but man, he is so stupid. He doesn't play the ball to his teammates most of the time. I've used him not like as much as I've used other players, but man, it's he's a really tough guy to like. I mean, a lot of players have scored like tens of thousands of goals with him, but I'm glad that I maxed Abubakar really quickly and I didn't have to deal with Sabre, man. That's just what I'm gonna say. And I'll leave it at that. Now you guys in the comments can let me know what you think, of course. Now, let's start off with the GOAT. Now, the GOAT is Sandberg, people. Sandberg is overpowered. I mean, let's admit it, okay? Can we admit that Sandberg is overpowered, people? Like, this guy has good speed, incredible response, incredible shooting, incredible behavior also. I mean, his behavior is like not the best, but I mean, this guy is a top player. He's a whole package for the attack. He's the best center forward in the game. Everyone plays him, and for very good reason, because he is the best player in the game, I'd say. So he's the GOAT of the GOATs, in my opinion, and I doubt many people would disagree because he is just insane and overpowered, to be honest. But yeah, now we have Patrizio the Voyager. Now, Patrizio was once like the GOAT for sure. He used to be like considered a GOAT by many people. I'm just gonna place him as excellent because now that we have Keane, we have Simon, we have Bertini and Intruders, Patrizio has fallen back in the pecking order because he isn't. There are too many better options out there. Many people like Patrizio because he has a good response, 40 at level 10, and because he has the marking behavior. I am very pragmatic, guys, and I'll say that in the Infinity Arena I need all the speed I can get. So I cannot afford to have someone run around with 40 speed when all my attackers, like my opponent's attackers, have mostly 50 speed. So I want Simon, who has 45 speed at level 10. I want Keane, who has also 45 speed at level 10. And which is also to say that Bertini now is the next player who can also be played in defense but also attack. He is an excellent player, a very, very mostly smart dude. He has a lot of speed, obviously great for catching up to defenders, great for attacking, good strength, 25 at level 10 if I'm not mistaken, 30 reaction, so he's good. Actually, he's 35 reaction, I stand corrected. Yeah, really good player. Many people use him in defense. Many people use him as wingers of a 4-3-3, for example. People use him in an attack of 2, also 5-3-2, 4-4-2, whatever. Excellent player, Bertini, really good. I cannot say anything about him, to be honest. Now, 4 super players remaining, guys. I'll remind you that there are only 10 super players. So, Sierra, now, the warrior. I don't like Sierra because he doesn't offer anything new to the table. Like, he doesn't bring anything new to the table. He is the improved version. This is actually funny because he is the improved version of a guard, but guards are better than Sierra, and I'll tell you why. Sierra has a bit more shot power and things like that, but he touches the ball a bit too much, guys, more than guards. And when people want a one-touch player with the stats of 40 response and like 30 speed, if anyone wants someone who's a one-touch passer who can react well, they will place a guard or a commander or maybe even a hammer. But Sierra, unfortunately, and you'll notice that in the Infinity Arena, guys, which is where I play, so most of my judgments here are based on the Infinity Arena. Sierra has basically vanished, guys. He has vanished. Nobody plays him anymore. I'm not saying that you shouldn't play him, but there are better options out there, and the better option is someone we unlock before Sierra, which is the guard. And like, we have 2 guards also, so you don't need Sierra at all, in my opinion. Now, Wolfgang the Major. Wolfgang is a mid player, I'd say. So Wolfgang is the upgraded version, very similar actually. This is a very similar story to Sierra the Warrior. But Wolfgang is the upgraded version of the Commander. But the exact same problem here, guys. We have someone who has a bit more stats than the Commander, but he touches the ball way too much, more than the Commander. So people stick to Commanders, as they should, because Wolfgang touches the ball way too much. It's just a bit crazy how these improved players of their regular variants are worse, in the sense that they aren't used as much because they are less efficient. They will cost you games. If you lose the ball from like Wolfgang's era, you're gonna say, man, I should have stuck with a commander there. And we unlock commanders before we unlock Wolfgang, so. Well, now, Hakan the Gate Crasher, guys. Hakan is the improved version of the Infiltrator. I'd place him as a mid player because he doesn't bring anything new to the team. He has a lot of speed, being 40 at level 10, which for an attacker isn't crazy, especially because he has low response. His shooting is okay. His behavior is, people say he's smart, but he dribbles way too much, and you have to know how to use him to like get anything out of Hakan. And even if you do, there still are better like alternatives out there. Sandberg is a better alternative. Bertini is a better alternative. Sabre is a better alternative. Like Hakan doesn't change the game in your favor, and that's what you want in the later arenas, in the Infinity Arena, where things get really, really tough. Now we have the last player is Zimmer. So Zimmer is like suffered the same fate as Faustinho. I'm going to place him as a mid player because he is okay. He's an okay player, but there have been so many other players like Jones, like Faustinho, like Zivkovic, Traore, so many people, and Martina and Sinclair, just to name a few guys. That's already 5 that I named, that have players who have basically took his place. And Zimmer doesn't manage to kind of stand out in any situation. He has good skill, he carries the ball a bit upfield, but it's nothing that you can really like count on to, you know, make something happen. That's what I'm saying. You can use him in a few formations. I mean, he can work in the early arenas to Arena 10, I'd say, but in the Infinity Arena, you'll need someone different, guys. So that's all for these super players, people. We have just 10, and yeah, stay tuned for the next episode, which will feature me ranking golden players now, and there will be a lot of them. So stay tuned for that, and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think about the tier list I've made there. So thanks, guys.